grandpa's not moving assisted living, which means that rooms can be there for you if you want. Maybe you want to stay next month and make extra money. This is something that's fine also. But I want you to know, I don't want you to feel the pressure. Because Ms. David Cameron, meeting with oncologists, meeting with social workers, meeting with grandpas and also, and like basically always meeting with sisters.
Hey everybody, I'm hoping that I am, hi Lisa Davis. I can see that I am reaching some people today. Let me know if you can see and hear me in this live now. I am trying to stream live and not sure if it's working on Facebook or not, so let's find out. Yes, okay. So good morning, everyone. Melissa Bohr Jacobson here, and just kind of letting people come in and getting started. I'm going live today because I just got some extremely heartbreaking news, and it made me feel so very, very passionate about what's going on in the world and what I do and what I'm doing about it. Now, as many of you know, I am a confident life coach and hypnotherapist, and my mission in life is very clear. I feel that I've been put on this earth to change it, to change the world. The news that I got just a few minutes ago really underscored for me the importance of what we're doing, what I'm doing here. I'm going to just move because you can probably hear, hopefully you can still hear me. You can probably hear that I am live, and so therefore there's noise. I'm in Panama, and I'm going to actually go out here where it's quieter. So bear with me while I just relocate here so that there's less noise. So the heartbreaking news that I got today really brought home to me some memories. And one of the memories I had was a theater program that I started some years ago that obviously was meant to educate kids about theater, but it turned out to be something that would change my life forever, because many of the kids that I worked with came to tell me that that program saved their lives. These were teenagers, and there was 3 that I know of who expressed to me that this was not only a life-changing experience for them, it was a life-saving experience. And that was when I really realized that I had a bigger mission in life, that I could change people's lives in unexpected ways, that I had an ability and a mission and an obligation to use those gifts to help other people. One of the kids that was in that program lost his life. He's now a grown man, but this life was wasted. And I know that this life was wasted, and this was such a wonderful young man, one of my favorites. And I remember that he was severely ADHD. I remember that he was incredibly talented, but he had nobody telling him how good he was. And I remember his 8th grade graduation and him saying, "Everybody's getting awards but me. Everybody got but me." And I remember in that moment feeling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many awards you get. You're enough. But unfortunately back then, it was a different time for me. I didn't have the training I have now. And I remember when he was in our production, we told him how magnificent he was, and he was so surprised. He was so surprised to be praised that way. I'll never forget the look of the newness of hearing that he was good at something. And this inspired me to come on and talk to you today about why I do what I do and why it is important for you and why it's important for the people that you love. We all know that there is a lack of connection that is happening. I'm going to say in our country. I'm not going to say in the world because it's not all over the world. And I'm in another country right now. So I'm going to tell you that it's not a world problem. It's a country problem. And the epidemic that we're having in our country is an epidemic of lack of connection. And lack of connection kills. Human beings are pack animals. They are genetically and generationally have a memory, a DNA memory of needing each other. We need each other. We need to do better in this country, and this is why I do what I do. I'm changing the world. Maybe it's one client at a time. Maybe it's groups of clients at a time. But what I do is I help people get to the root cause of why they don't feel they are enough. And when you don't feel like you are enough, that can kill you, and then it can break the hearts of everybody that loves you. And when we can cure the connectivity epidemic, we can give human beings what they need. When we can cure the epidemic of feeling that one is not enough because one bases their self-worth on awards, on salaries, on how much money one makes, on whatever other people think of them. When people base their self-esteem on that, they're in trouble. And my mission is to educate the world and let them know that you are enough, that you deserve to feel great about yourself. You are not your accomplishments. You are not your salary. You are not your job. You are not your to-do list. You are not who your friends are or who your friends aren't. You are meant to be here, and you are more than enough, and you are of value in this world, and you have talents that you didn't even know you had. And this is the cure for what causes people to have such despair, such anxiety, such depression, that they have, or maybe their brains work differently, and they turn to drugs and alcohol to self-medicate and destroy themselves and their families in the process. And this is the cure. When you know you are enough no matter what, when you understand that even if you can't remember anything, like one of my clients has trouble remembering, you're still enough. You still have plenty to offer this world. You still have plenty that you can do and that you can be magnificent at. You don't need to be great at everything. You just need to be amazing at one thing. And even if that one thing is just giving love to other people, that is enough. You are meant to be here. We need you here. And we need to stop rejecting people, because human beings need connection. I'm in a country right now where if I were to go on the street and I were to fall down, multiple people would come and pick me up, and they would take me home, and they would help me, even though I don't speak their language and even though they don't know me. This is what it is to be a human being. And if you are walking around and you're not connecting with people and you're not acknowledging people's existence and you're rejecting people because of their color or what they look like or because they're different than you, I have news for you. I have some stark news for you. If you are disconnecting with people because their minds work differently, or they don't have the status that you think you want them to have, and you are ignoring people who need help, if you're in the medical field and you're telling people, I'm sorry, I can't cover you because you don't have the money. If you're turning people away who need help, you need to check your humanity. Because what it is to be human is to connect with people and to help our tribe and to help each other. And if you're not doing that, your humanity is slipping away. So please understand that our default need as human beings of all ages, our human default need genetically, generationally, we need to connect and we need to be there for each other. And when we do that, a lot of the problems that we wring our hands about and complain about and think, or we apologize for and think that's enough, it isn't. When we do that, when we start to just really connect and listen and commune with people, we will start to see a lot of things change. We can't save everyone, but there's so many people that if they just know they're enough and they just have someone to connect with, are going to not only be okay, they're going to make the world a better place. If you'd like to know more about what I do and why I do it and how it's important for you and your family, and why I say I'm in business to change the world, feel free to get on a call with me. It's free. You can do that at www.meetwithmelissa.me. But this message today is really not about my business. This message today is really about you. You can change the world too. You can bring back your humanity. You can change, stop measuring your self-worth by what you have or what you do or what you don't have or don't do or what you've achieved or haven't achieved. That's not what self-worth is. I want to thank you for listening. I'm hoping that, whenever there's a loss, whenever there's a heartbreak, whenever there's a tragedy, we know that from anything negative comes something positive and vice versa. So my hope is that today this message is heard, seen, and shared. And that when someone's life, although a beautiful life has ended, maybe we can save another life or another group of lives. So please, love yourselves. Truly, stop judging yourself on what you achieve, what you look like. What you look like, what you achieve, your to-do list, that's not who you are. Go easy on yourself. Connect with others. Really connect. When you see somebody in trouble, stop your car. Stop walking. Go over. Can I help you? What do you need? Help your fellow humans if you want to stay human. That's what's required. Thank you for listening today. I really appreciate it and sending love to all of you.